Well, this has been way too long in the making, but let the games officially begin. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the vlog, and the scissors. I know you guys are gonna be super disappointed when you see what this is because I hyped it up way too much, but check this out. We got an Alcantara in performance. It's an armrest. I realize this doesn't seem all too exciting, but this is step one in today's video. We got a lot to unbox.
Finally, it is happening. The BMW M2 G87, we're up against my girlfriend Sophia and her Mark V Toyota Supra. Winner takes all. The budget, $75,000.
Now before you guys click away, I promise you, the mods are gonna get better and better throughout the course of the video. Now I love all the Alcantara on this. I love the stitch pattern as well. It just matches the M2 so nicely. And you'll see the factory armrest, not a bad armrest, but this one, way cleaner. Well, this is gonna be one of those tight little installs. We gotta tuck ourselves in the back of the M2, which by the way, is a 2+2. We got all a little bit of hardware. Now I'm a little bit nervous because it involves a spring. If you've ever worked with springs, you hate springs. I hate springs. This back half of the armrest, we pop this baby off. We got a couple electrical connections. Got to disconnect those and we should have full access. It's always the easy projects or the projects that you think are gonna be easy that end up being somewhat the most daunting. Springs are definitely the death of me. Maybe, just quite possibly. Oh, come on, there we go. Now I believe easy comes off. And now we just gotta reverse engineer everything. And now we simply just walk these shims back into place. Needle nose pliers. Double check everything, we look good to go. And this should click back in. I think the hardest part of this entire project is just getting out of the car. All right, one modification is done. Of course, for the final reveal, out with the old and in with the new. Now, is this the greatest mod that I've ever made to a car in my life? Probably not, but it's in the details, okay? In performance, I love the stitch pattern. Alcantara is very suave, it's very BMW. We have a lot more interior upgrades to come, so this is just step number one. Now this right here, this armrest cost me $495. So add it to the tally, but labor, $0.
So I bought the BMW M2 for $58,000. Of course, I had to pay Utah sales tax at 7.25%, $4,205. The armrest, $495. Grand total spent to date, $62,700.
Now, Sophia is adamant before we start filming anything whatsoever, she's got to pop the doors up. I get it, flexing on me. Yes, you did. Didn't she say that off camera? Flexing on me all day, every day.
Oh, wow.
Let them fly straight into the sky. That smile there is worth $1 million. It's crazy though, because I basically gave you the automatic dub. Just with the doors, you're gonna win.
I think it's the opposite.
What are you talking about? Are you kidding me?
I think it's negative points.
Nah.
I think out of all the cars, it does suit it a little bit.
Okay, you're starting to like it a little bit, aren't you?
The doors will stay down when I drive, but I still think it's cool.
Everywhere we go, you always keep the doors down.
Yeah,
and every time I try to raise them up.
And I close them right down.
Now our budget is $75,000 and both of us spent $51,000 and $58,000, so we have about $15,000 to $20,000 remaining, and Sophia has decided to wide body the world.
Making big moves.
Yes, you are, in partnership with our homies from Street Hunter USA. Ooh, laying it to the ground on the fly. We did not plan that.
Now, Sophia spent $51,000 on her Supra, but of course, we also have Utah sales tax, 7.25%, $3,697.50. The Street Hunter kit retail price, $8,450. Grand total to date spend, $63,147.50.
Whoa, did you break the budget? Carbon fiber? Bring it out here in the sun. It looks crazy.
So cool.
All right, goodness. You sure that's in budget?
Yeah.
Yeah, you sure? Okay, wow, that looks awesome. You've been keeping so many secrets from me.
It's nice.
Carbon fiber galore, what?
Gotta do it.
You don't have any money left over. You're donezo's.
I got money.
And yes, Sophia is correct. She still has $11,852.50 remaining to finish her Supra.
Well, step one for the super wide body build, we are going to install the Street Hunter wing. And when I say we, I'm helping you. Free labor, I'm not charging you nothing.
Wow, very generous.
I am very
like
generous. Welcome to 2025. My generosity is off the charts. The main reason I'm doing that is so you can help me on the M2 build.
Right.
But step one, we got this aftermarket carbon fiber piece. We got to pull this piece off and then install the wing. Sophia's gotten her floss out, and slowly but surely we're going to floss the tape apart. It's working, yeah? How old is that floss?
It's brand new. It's not used, I promise.
Okay, I just want to make sure that it wasn't used to floss your teeth first.
Whoa.
I don't want to get too accounting focused, but I think based on the rules, if you can sell that, you could add that to your budget.
Back? Yeah.
That's real carbon fiber. That's not the knockoff stuff either, is it?
Now we're going to be using a whole lot of blue tape. We don't want to get any of this paint scratched whatsoever. We're going to cover as much surface area as we can. We got this cool guide from Street Hunter. It fits right on in over the rear deck lid. It's got these holes here, and you trace them.
And that's where we're going to drill into your brand new Supra.
Ouch.
So just like the top section, we also have a guide for the underside here inside the deck lid. It tells us exactly where we're going to need to drill. Obviously, we got one shot to do this, and we do not want to mess up.
Now we got a wide body of the Supra. We got to slice and dice it. So this wing install, we got to complete this as fast as we can. You always want to measure 5, 6, 7, 8 times, drill 1 time, cut 1 time. Now this Street Hunter wing has got to be the best single upgrade you can make to a Toyota Supra. Fits the design of the car so well, center section carbon fiber, just looks sick.
One as easy as that. Sophia, your hair is ridiculous. This is going in the video for sure.
It looks like a croissant.
No, I like croissants. I've always liked French croissants, absolutely. This has got to be one of the coolest wings you can get for the Supra. Obviously the uprights, we're gonna send those off to paint as well. We're not gonna do that anytime soon until the rest of the wide body kit is on, which we are doing in today's video. What's the next step?
Front lip.
I can't take you serious.
What, you don't like my croissant?
No, I mean, I like it.
It's a little croissant. Croissant.
Croissant.
Croissant.
Now the next step, we got to get the Supra up on the Grand Prix bend pack lift. I could not imagine doing this wide body build without the bend pack lift. It is such a game changer. 10 and 10 would recommend. Step 1, we got to get the wheels off. The fender liner's got to come out. We got to pop the front bumper off. We're going to start with the carbon fiber splitter.
Well, we moved over onto this garage. There's just a lot more room to work on the bumper, so we got to transfer this carbon splitter off the car. We got to put the new carbon splitter on the car. Now, unfortunately, it would appear we got more 3M tape, your favorite. The Sophia Special, the Floss Special. So we got to pull this off, but the silver lining is, if you get this off in one singular piece, you can sell this with that other carbon piece. And that's money, money, money. If you break this stuff, you're out of luck. This is the Alibaba Special.
Is it?
Oh yeah, oh, are you kidding me? Yeah, this is like 49 cents on Alibaba.
49.
Retail price on this on Facebook Marketplace, you might get a couple bucks, maybe. Well yeah, because you know the shipping and etc, you know?
Bolt.
Yeah. Bing bong! Why did we say that simultaneously, kind of? Oscars, like you're a bunch of dorks, sorry man. Money. Money, money, money.
Now, of course, we got to test fit the bumper onto the front splitter, and just like all the other Street Hunter bits, it fits to absolute perfection. And yes, we are using nail polish to mark the locations where we're going to drill. Sophia's Supra got the Sophia touch. And as easy as that, the holes have been drilled, the rib nuts have been installed. We're gonna make the splitter and the bumper back together, fits to perfection. Reinstall the whole unit onto the car. We are absolutely cranking. This kit is looking sick.
Well, this carbon fiber splitter looks super sick. Obviously, you'll see it's a lot wider than the base of the car because it's gonna tie in very nicely to the wide body kit. All right, wing is done, splitter is done, fist bump, and now we slice and dice. The clean title Supra is no more, and that should be factored into the equation when you think about it, because my M2 is going to be a clean title, yours is going to be sliced and diced. So as far as valuation, something to consider when they're voting.
No.
When they're voting, hey, I already know you're voting for Soph, vote for me, okay? Honestly, it looks sick though, splitter looks sick. Okay, so we got to cut fenders, but first, we got to tape. All right, you're gangster.
You're like a three-eyed bug right now.
You kind of look like a three-eyed bug. You ready to cut, slice and dice, baby? So Sophia wants to take control. This is her car. She's making the cuts because if I mess up, it almost appears that I'm cheating.
Yeah.
You know how to use that thing, angle grinder?
I do, but it's quite a big one for this.
Confidence level pretty high though?
Scared. No.
Usually we start on the passenger rear fender because that's the last part of the car that you see as the driver, but instead, because you're so confident, we're starting on the fender that everyone is going to see every single time you drive this car. You can see our markings right there. Remember, you can always cut more, but if you cut too much, you can't put it back. I have cut so many cars in my day, but it still hurts. I don't want your old glasses.
You look pretty good.
Honestly, it's kind of sort of my look, isn't it? I look good in glasses.
You look great.
I look great. I look more intelligent. I would never mess up. You wouldn't be mad at me.
I would be a little bit mad.
So I'm not allowed to work on this car is what you're saying. That's what you're telling me.
You are, but the cutting, I don't know.
So I get to do the taping. Yeah, okay. Well,
I don't want to be mad at you.
I have experience doing wide body kits. Sophia has never done one ever. My pink Vexento looks amazing. I did that. I take the credit for that.
Well, it took a lot of persuasion, but Sophia decided that I could also slice and dice. Now, whenever you're doing a wide body kit, there's a lot of cutting, a lot of test fitting, more cutting, more test fitting, more cutting, and more test fitting.
Well, we're about 25% done. How you feeling?
Feeling good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's fun slicing and dicing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Kind of, a little bit. It also sort of ruins your skin. Probably should have wore a long sleeve, but check this out. Now, I know you guys are going to be judging our gaps, but don't worry. Body work is the saving grace in all of this. Plus, we got to paint it, we got to wrap it, etc., etc. And you'll notice the gap on the hood actually matches this gap very good. We got to fill in a couple other areas too, but so far, 25% in. No big deal. Our cutlery extraordinaire.
Cutlery extraordinaire.
Yes, you're the professional cutter.
You know what cutlery is, right?
Yeah, of course, yeah. It's like fork, knife, spoon. Yeah, cutlery, yeah. I was trying to be humorous right now in this moment of extreme annoyance. We have fiberglass embedded in our skin. Speaking of, where's your hoodie?
Now, the first cut is always like a little bit nerve-wracking, but after you get over that first hurdle, it is just smooth sailing, and then more and more and more test fitting.
Look at that smile.
Looks good.
It does
I'm
look
so
good.
excited.
You did good, Soph. Let's go, baby. Whole driver's side is not done, but mounted.
You get the idea.
You get the idea. This is what it's going to look like. This is going to completely transform the car. Obviously, this means wheels, suspension, wrap. Your budget's shot.
It's gone.
You're donezo's.
Yep.
It's pretty obvious that we like our painter's tape. We got a little bit carried away. When I say we, Sophia got a little bit carried away.
Me?
Yes.
It was half you.
That's true. I like my painter's tape as well. Speaking of, we're gonna pull as much as we can off right now. But man, she's looking mighty, mighty, mighty fine. We gotta send this off to paint here momentarily. And like I said, there's a couple little minor bodywork tweaks we're gonna have to make, but overall, I like. The front 3/4 angle looks so crazy sick. I'm donezo's.
You are so
This is actually game over for me. I've already lost the competition, but I got more mods for the M2 coming first thing in the morning. In today's video, we're doing more mods. You got the armrest.
I saw the armrest.
You were jealous of that.
I was.
You thought that was cool.
But I can get one. No, I can't.
No, you can't. You're out of money.
Armrest, it's only.
You're out of money. Even if you had an armrest, you couldn't afford it.
That's true.
You're bankrupt. What happens if you go over budget? We didn't actually figure that out. What if Sophia cheats? She goes way over budget. What happens?
Nothing
Disqualification,
happens.
I guess.
No, nothing happens.
Nothing happens. There's got to be consequences. That's sick, Soph. Honestly, well done.
Thank you.
Well played. I told you guys we had a lot to unbox. What is in this packaging here is going to be a game changer. Now, there's a lot of people on the interwebs who do not like the G87 M2, and my goal for my build is to change your perspective ever so slightly. Originally, we were going to do like a wide body build, go super wide, super low, but now I've decided I want to go classy and sophisticated and tasteful. I think the build I want to do is commonly referred to as OEM Plus. So little upgrades that make a big difference. Car still looks factory, but a little bit nicer. One of the things I really don't like about the M2, the grills are horizontal. They gotta be vertical, baby. We gotta go back like it's 1999. Full carbon fiber. We got vertical grills for the G87. Now I'm gonna tell you guys what I did spend on these vertical grills, but before we do that, I want to share the front end of the car. It looks absolutely awful with these horizontal grills. It looks terrible, and we're going to upgrade that. Now, is it worth it? That's for you guys to decide. $1,250. Tally it up. We got the carbon fiber vertical grills. We got to install these babies, but trust me, that is going to look better than that.
Now, we're going to run through this install as fast as we can, and ironically enough, or coincidentally enough, the Supra and the M2 are designed almost exactly the same. All the hardware is the same, the bolts are the same, the clips are the same, the fender liners are exactly the same lug nut size. This is gonna be one of the easiest bumper removals ever. We gotta jack up the car, we gotta pull the wheels, the fender liners, etc., etc., and front bumper fully removed. easy. Now the old grill is held in by probably a dozen different clips. We gotta pry these things out of the factory bumper. You gotta be very cautious, very meticulous. We don't wanna break anything whatsoever. We gotta swap the M2 logo from the old grill to the new grill. Now the new grill is actually held in with 3M tape, which is not my favorite, but it is super strong. So we're not gonna have any fears of losing this thing. And then bumper back on, wheels, tires back on, drop it to the ground, and we are done. Easy.
Now, I don't want to get caught being too excited because at the end of the day, it's just a grill. But that being said, it looks so much better. It looks so much better. This is how the car should have come out of the factory. The vertical grill, iconic BMW. It looks so much better. There's got to be a BMW designer watching this video, seeing this and be like, yeah, we should have gone vertical. Of course, it is the tiniest of differences. And if you never watched the video, you probably would have never noticed. I dig it though. All right, this car's coming together. We got the armrest and the brand new grill. Now I'm yapping away at how amazing this looks, but the real verdict, Sophia.
That looks so much better.
Doesn't it?
It looks
I'm not crazy, am I?
looks a lot better.
It looks so much better. I feel like I've been talking to these guys and they've been making fun of me in the comments below. It looks like night and day difference.
It looks like 10 times better.
Right?
It looks really
All the BMW designers that are watching this, like, why didn't you do it just like this? It completely transforms the front of the car. Like, it's the simplest mod, but it's the biggest mod I've done. Well, obviously. I mean, the armrest is
makes
nice.
a huge difference.
Right? Thank you. Okay. Phew. I feel better. Well, we have received Sophia's approval right there. So we got the Alcantara armrest, which is very nice. We got the carbon fiber grill, which is very nice. So M2 is on the up and up. The Supra's looking good. Street Hunter's going wide. I love to see it. But the challenges will continue in the next video. You don't want this sauce.
I
You
don't
done
want
those.
sauce.
No,
Just
you
finish
don't.
Here. This is it. No more.
On that bombshell, today's video is over.